Hey guys, so today I have created the transformation code and I've made it into a step-by-step guide. So it's kind of very basic to follow, very simple to follow. So if you implement these systems in the transformation code now, you cannot fail, okay? And this is exactly what we're going to talk about so you can just seamlessly work your way through getting the results that you want, okay? So first up, know your goal. First up, we need to know exactly what your goal is so you can define your destination. Success starts with crystal clarity on the direction that you're going. You can't hit your target that you cannot see. You need to have a little think about what you precisely want to achieve. And I really want you to think long and hard about what you precisely want, whether that's lose body fat, build fitness, gain strength. They're three good pillars to start with, but then delve deeper and think, right, what do I actually want? Do I want to feel more confident? Do I want to look great when I go on holiday next year? Do I want to look great when I go on holiday every single time I go on holiday? Do I want to live a life where I'm confident all the time? Think about what you want, okay? And be specific with it. Just losing weight isn't enough. In my opinion, it needs to be stronger. It needs to be a stronger goal. Now, then I want you to write your goal in one powerful sentence that leaves no room for ambiguity, okay? Make it specific, make it measurable, and make it time-bound as well. So an example would be, I will lose 8 kilograms in 12 weeks. I will train 3 times a week and run 5K without stopping. I will gain 5 kilograms of muscle in 6 months. Your goal becomes your North Star, okay? And every decision you make in and around it in regards to your health, your fitness, and your mindset is taking you towards that goal to help you achieve it. All right. So first up then, we need to get your baseline. So this is about weighing yourself properly, taking progress photos, measuring key areas, and tracking movement and sleep. Okay. Now step on the scales 3 consecutive mornings immediately after waking. Then you can calculate the average. This is a good way of looking at it. You can do it once a week. You can do it once a month. You might not even weigh at all. But if you are going to weigh, there's a couple of different options we can do. First up is this one. So you could step on a scale 3 consecutive mornings, get the average from those days. It eliminates any daily fluctuations and gives you a more accurate starting point. You can do it once a week if you want to have a look at it that way. Just note that every now and again, it might shoot up through circumstances out of your control, or you can do it once a month. And that, again, that's just going to give you a good kind of metric to work on, okay? Taking the progress photos is another one. So it could be capturing the front, the side, the back, and just making sure you are staying accountable to these as well. It's a good way of looking at your progress without focusing on the scales, because the scales can be a little bit kind of irrational at times, you know? So the photos are going to show you changes the scales cannot measure. It's going to show you more definition, more muscular tone. It's really going to help you understand if you're getting slim around your waist, around your legs, whatever it is you're looking to achieve, whether you're getting bigger biceps, whatever, okay? Measuring key areas as well, very important. So record your kind of waist if you want to, the hips if you want to, biceps, chest, whatever it is. Then you can notice increases or decreases. Even when the weight stays the same, you can start to see where your body is developing and changing. And then track your movement and sleep is something to look at as well. So monitor your daily steps. And you can do this for 1 full week. You can do it every single day, whatever, but just try and get some kind of metric, some kind of baseline, and then try and track your sleep as well. So note how much sleep you're getting per night, what time you're going to bed, are you getting good quality? Just have a little kind of assessment of that. You can get trackers that actually track your sleep while you're sleeping, like electronic trackers, but if you don't want to do that, you can just think about it logically and think, am I getting the best quality sleep I possibly can be, okay? So that is your baseline. Then we have your training protocol. Minimum commitment to this. 3 workouts per week is your non-negotiable foundation. This frequency allows adequate recovery whilst maintaining momentum and creating lasting habits. Okay, 3 workouts per week. Everyone can do that. It doesn't have to be 3 specific workouts. I want 3 strategic forms of exercise per week, whether that is a Zumba class, whether it's swimming, whether it's a gym workout, whether it's a home hit workout. 3 per week is like what we're looking to achieve for the perfect scenario, okay? Session duration, 45 to 60 minutes per workout is generally enough to provide sufficient stimulus. You can also do 30-minute ones. That's okay as well, but you want to make sure you are really going for it in those 30 minutes and having severe intensity during those 30 minutes. Location flexibility, could be training at home or in the gym. It could be classes. It could be going for walks, whatever it could be, going for runs. It could be any of that jazz, all right? Making sure we've got a bit of flexibility around it, because the consistency matters way more than the location, okay? I'll provide you specific workouts depending on where you are and what you want to do with your workouts and how you want to go about it. And then the intensity guidelines, all right? So finish each set with 1 to 2 reps left in reserve. So this ensures progressive overload without preventing burnout. It reduces injury risk. So don't go until complete exhaustion, but also don't get to the end of a set and think, oh, I could do another 5 or 6 on top of that. We want to make sure we're getting there with 1 to 2 reps left in reserve, so you know you're pushing yourself to a good level. Okay, then what we're looking at is your daily movement target. So this is the 70,000 step weekly target. Aiming for in between 8 to 12,000 steps daily is going to be golden. Okay, approximately 70k per week is going to be a good level to aim for. If you can't do that quite yet, don't worry, build towards it. Okay, this is the target. This provides flexibility. If you miss a day, you can compensate later in the week. Walking is the most underrated fat loss burning tool. It's the most underrated health tool, to be quite honest. It's such an important element of just being a human being, is moving, walking, getting that stuff in. It's low impact, which means you can do it consistently, it's sustainable, and it can be done anywhere without any equipment or anything like that. Okay, no special equipment or no special clothing required. And just an easy hack around this would be take a 10-minute walk after each main meal. It aids digestion, it regulates your blood sugar, and it can contribute to an extra 2,000 steps a day just going for a walk after a meal. Crazy, all right? Really, really important. Then we have the smart eating blueprint. So half your plate is going to be full of color. I've got another video on this, another lesson on this, the smart eating blueprint, but half your plate colorful. Okay, fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables. This ensures adequate micronutrients, which is very important. We get fiber and we get volume, so it fills your stomach up for minimal calories, helps you control your calories. Palm-sized protein. Okay, a palm-sized portion of protein. This is going to help you kind of stay satiated, support muscle tissue. It's going to help you increase your metabolism over time as well. It could be something like meat, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, tofu, soya, that kind of stuff, okay? Carbohydrates is looking for a fistful. So you've got a palm size protein, fistful of carbohydrates, okay? 1 fist-sized protein, portion of carbs like rice, pasta, potatoes is going to be useful. It's going to help fuel your workout, support recovery. Timing matters less than consistency with this, okay? So it could be post-workout you do this. Generally, the way I go about my nutrition is I'll have minimal carbs in the morning just to keep my brain kind of fresh and sharp, because carbohydrates can make you feel a bit kind of sluggish mentally. And then after lunchtime, I'll introduce carbohydrates into my diet. And then healthy fats, so a thumb-sized portion of healthy fats. We want 1 thumb-sized portion of nuts, oils, cheese, that kind of thing. Is going to help support hormone function. Also helps you absorb the other nutrients in your diet way better. So don't eliminate fats. Don't be scared of it. This isn't the 80s anymore. Fats are actually very good for you. So focus on 1 thumb-sized portion of healthy fats. And if you follow that template at every meal, you literally cannot fail. Yes, I'd like you to track your calories as well. Of course I would. But if you do this as a very simplistic way of following nutrition, you cannot fail, okay? Hydration and recovery essentials. So daily hydration goal. I want you to consume 2 liters of water per day. This is the one thing people moan the most about, is drinking enough water. Drink water, guys. It's the one thing that's keeping you alive as a human being. Without it, you last 3 days, I think it is, without water. We can last 40 to 50 days without food. So consume 2 liters of water every single day. You know how lucky we are to have water in a tap when there's people around the world haven't got any. Make the most of it. Drink your water. All right, simple as that. It's going to help support your metabolism. It will give you energy. It helps you with your performance with exercise. Helps you suppress your appetite. Each day, wake up, have a large glass of water. It's going to go towards your 2 liters of water, okay? Sleep priority, target 7 hours of quality sleep per night. Sleep is where your body repairs, your brain repairs, it regulates your hunger hormones. It's basically consolidates the day's efforts into lasting adaptations. It is very, very important. Do your best to get 6 to 7 hours sleep per night. And we're looking for good quality sleep, so switch off your phone before bed. Don't look at your phone 30 minutes before bed. You'll be surprised what an impact that has on your kip. Then an evening routine, what I just touched upon here, keep your phone away before bed. The blue light disrupts your melatonin production, and that will have a direct impact on your sleep quality. So create a kind of technology-free bedroom. Maybe get rid of the TV. Maybe don't look at your phone or the iPad before bed. Something like that, just to wind down a little bit easier, okay? Then we have your accountability system. So I want you to track your food intake. I spoke about this briefly before. We have to track it in some metric, okay? We cannot just guess and freestyle. Even though the Smart Eating Blueprint makes it really, really simple to follow, we still want to track, all right? So we must monitor food in some way. Whether this is food tracking app, it could be MyFitnessPal, Chronometer, any food tracking app you use. It could be a written food diary with portion sizes and how much you're having throughout the course of the day. It could even be a photo journal through the Everfit platform, okay, my app platform. Data will help us progress. The act of recording creates awareness. It creates discipline. It drives better choices. And it just helps you kind of instill good habits around food. This isn't about perfection. It's about the consciousness of your food, so you know what you're having, because a lot of the time we eat food subconsciously. We need to be more aware of what we're eating, and that's what tracking does. Then you've got the weekly check-in protocol. So every Friday it's a review, essentially. So you can send me your weekly weight. You can send me how the week's been going. Give me your kind of thoughts on the week, that kind of stuff. We are going to make sure that's done every single Friday. I want that as a non-negotiable, really. We've got the open door policy where you can ask me questions every single day. That's the main element of the kind of communication you have with me. The activity summary is report your total steps. That's already taken care of in the app, for example. That's absolutely fine. Completed workouts for the week as well. When you complete a workout, just click workout complete on the app. Again, it just notifies me straight away. Bit of honest reflections. This is where you go through any challenges or struggles you encountered, and then we make personalized adjustments. So every week we will adjust things, 1 to 2 specific tweaks based on your progress. These little adjustments just help things moving forward smoothly. Okay, but also you've got the open the door policy where you can message me every single day with any issues. And then the transformation rules. All right, these are the rules. So recovery rules are: if you miss a meal, don't worry, next one, back on track. If you miss a workout, do not worry, do it the next day. Okay, if you had a bad day, do not worry, win the next day. Simple as that. Just get back on track. The people that succeed are the ones that don't let slip-ups deter them. They carry on the next day as normal, the next meal as normal, the next workout as normal. Okay, and then we have the non-negotiables. So it's 3 workouts per week. This is your little checklist: 70,000 steps per week, protein and color in every meal, 2 liters of water daily, 7 hours sleep most nights, track your food, check in every Friday. Okay, and the golden code is do these things every week, every day, every week. Don't wait for motivation. Repeat these actions. Your body, your mind will transform. It's a guarantee. Okay, so hopefully, guys, that's made sense. This is the transformation code, a step-by-step guide of how to transform your body, your health, your mindset. If you've got any questions, drop me a message and I'll see you in the next one.